Hello again everybody. We've moved on from the site we were on at Bedale with the Vanners collaboration group. We had a long old ride up into Scotland. About 4.5 hours it took us. We stopped at the services, the excellent Cairn Lodge services, for a spot of lunch. Sausages and mash I had. Didn't film any of that unfortunately, but I'm sure you know what sausage and mash looks like. And we've arrived here at the Clachan Caravan and Motorhome Club site. It's a lovely site in the woods in the area of Loch Lomond, I believe, not far from Killin. We're going to have a look round all that, perhaps later on this evening or tomorrow. But the first thing to do is to put the awning up. Well, there we go, all set up. And yeah, it wasn't too bad, but I tell you what, the ground here, the hard standing pitches are very hard. Managed to bend one of my rock pegs beyond recognition. And I think it's probably about time that I replaced me rubber mallet. It's starting to show some slight signs of wear. Well, for dinner, I got myself a beef and haggis pie. It was reduced at the Cairn Lodge services, so yeah, I'm going to enjoy that tonight. I'll just give it a quick heat up in the microwave. Well, that was a lovely pie. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to walk back into Killin. It's not very far at all. And see if we can find somewhere to have a little bit of a drink. Well, we got down to the hotel, but looked very closed and shut up, so not sure we're going to get a drink there. We're walking a little bit further, see if we can find somewhere. There we go, the Killin Hotel. I reckon we'll get a drink there. Well, good morning folks. It's Tuesday morning. It's glorious, lovely sunshine, and we've actually got up a little bit later than we have done previous days, a little bit of a line, and Nick is cooking some croissants on the old Caravan. It does work, but it does take a little bit of time. Well, those croissants went down a treat. Later on, we're going to go out on a little bit of a bike ride on the electric bikes. But Nikki's doing some of her yoga first. So while she does that, I'll show you around the site a bit. It's a lovely, quiet, wooded site. There's no facilities block here. There's no toilets and showers, but it does have all the other normal facilities you'd expect. Very importantly, of course, there's the chemical toilet disposal point, bins, recycling, wastewater and drinking water, all very much to the standard that's typical of the Caravan and Motorhome Club sites, all very nicely presented and maintained. Now, it's all automatic check-in on this site. You book in advance, pay and give them your registration number, and then you drive up to this white line, and a camera over there reads your registration, and then if your booking's all in order, the barrier opens and in you go. Some instructions appear on this little screen over here, just sort of telling you where to pitch up and what sort of pitch you booked, that sort of thing. And yeah, pretty trouble-free. Of course, there's the usual information hut, usual sort of book swap area. I've got some books I've finished reading in the van, might come down and swap some. Map of all the other caravan and motorhome club sites in Scotland with the warden's details and stuff. It's a nice touch. Wildlife watch notes, looks like someone's seen a pine marten, which is quite impressive, and someone's seen a sleeping haggis. Not so sure about that. And always good to see an OS map on the wall. There's also this point where you can pick up a site map when you come in through the entrance to help you choose your pitch. And once you're on your pitch, you get a welcome text message and you just text back with your pitch number and you're all booked in. There's a motorhome service point here with fresh water, wastewater and a drive over wastewater grid. Filled up with fresh water when we arrived, but we did have a problem. We left the little quick release screw on hose coupling thing connected to the tap at Bedale, so yeah, they've got a coupling out of us, and we had to borrow one off someone else to fill up, so we'll have to keep an eye out for a hardware shop where we can buy another one of those. And just across this bridge and a short walk into the woods, I think that's a dog walk there, and also there's another waste and chemical toilet disposal point up there. So you get the pleasure of a walk in the woods while you empty your bog. What a lovely sight and what gorgeous weather to enjoy it in. There is another caravan and motorhome club site just a mile and a half or so down, right in Killin by the water's edge. It looks much busier than this. I guess it's got a facilities block. But this site I think is much nicer, and it is only a short walk down into the town if you can manage without a facilities block. Right, well, we're about ready for our bike ride now. As usual, I'm going to be taking the Engway P275 ST. Don't forget, there's an affiliate link in the description of this video, and we're off to Killin to see what we can find. Well, this is our first stop. It's Moor Lanich Longhouse. I'm not entirely sure if it's open or not. No, it's rather solidly locked up. Oh, it's a traditional longhouse, and the last occupant left in 1968, but yeah, it's only open Easter Sunday, then Wednesday and Sunday afternoons till September. So I guess we're not going to see inside. I've come just a short distance away to have a look at Finlarig Castle. Nikki don't seem to have wanted to stop. She's shot off. Now, it's on private property. You are allowed to visit, but you have to take heed of the warning that the ruins are dangerous. Now, Finlarig Castle was built in 1629 by Black Duncan Campbell, and it was part of a sort of programme of building strongholds all through Argyll and Perthshire by the Campbells. And it's said that the castle was visited by Rob Roy MacGregor in 1713. absolutely lovely place. This is very atmospheric. Yeah, this is absolutely lovely. I much prefer exploring around these sort of more open places, less preserved and managed, although they're obviously making an effort to preserve it. There is a little donation box as you come in, and I highly recommend leaving a donation because this is an absolute marvellous place to be able to look around. I think this must be the separate mausoleum. Again, very ruined, but absolutely lovely. We've just gone a little bit further up the track towards the power station, and yeah, found this lovely little spot where you can look out on Loch Tay. It's got to be about time for a tea break. Well, again, just a very short way up the road, we've come to the Falls of Dochart. Well, it's quite a popular spot here. There's an inn just by the side of it. There's the old stone bridge, and there's quite a few people clambering about on the rocks looking at the falls. Not us falls, the waterfalls.
So where's Alex off to? You never know. I lost him down a hole this morning and moved into the river today. Well, the waterfalls, really, really beautiful here. There he goes. No, he's not fallen in yet. I might leave him there for now. Wave! If he falls in, who's going to catch him?
Well, we're now exploring along cycle route 7 alongside Loch Tay, and Nicky's stopped to have a look at this little beach area. What an absolutely lovely spot. Let's have a quick refreshment stop at this hotel. Cheers. Now, just down the stream from the hotel is the remains of a castle. It's Main's Castle. But it's on private land. We don't condone trespassing on private land, and even if you were tempted, you'd be very, very visible from the farm over there. So don't recommend that, but if you're prepared to walk down the stream like I did, then you can get a good glimpse of the castle. And there you go. There is what remains of the castle. Obviously not a great deal, but yeah, in my eyes, well worth the struggle down the stream to have a bit of a look. Look at that, look, it used to be a house there, but all that's left is the fireplace. Well, I was just crossing this bridge and I had to stop because I saw these waterfalls, and look how lovely they are. Well, we've come to probably about as far as we're going to come on this ride around the loch, but I want to just have a look up this little track because I think there's something quite special up here. It's certainly a stiff old climb. Nikki didn't want to come. She's waiting by the bikes. And here we are. This is what we've climbed up to see. This is, in fact, an old copper mine. But it's probably famous, or probably more famous, for being the cave of the Killer Rabbit of Caerbannog or something. It's a Monty Python thing. If you're a Monty Python fan, then you'll probably get it better than I can. God, I'm proper out of breath. And you can see Monty Python fans have left killer rabbits everywhere. Oh my goodness, and isn't that there supposed to be the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch or something? I used to like Monty Python, but I'm far from an expert. Well, I didn't bring any mine exploring equipment with me, but in time-honoured tradition, I do have my mobile phone light and a cycling helmet. Not recommended, folks, but let's have a little look, see what we can see. Well, it does look like there's a little level down here, doesn't it? It's wet. Not sure I'm going to be able to get very far up it without getting wet feet. Shine a light up there. Yeah, it gets deep quite quickly. Oh, am I going to get wet? I'm going to get wet feet, aren't I? Got to have a look. Yeah, that goes. If you've explored this mine, then comment and let me know how much there is to see if you bring proper equipment. Now, it's actually a bit drier the other way. Is it, or is that wet as well? Nah, it's pretty wet as well, isn't it? Yeah, it does go on. Oh, so wish I had some wellies and a decent light. What's down that way, do you reckon? This mobile phone light is rubbish. Now this looks like a little stoked out area. Yeah. Ooh, it's a bit slippy. I suppose I could have a little look under here, couldn't I? Oh. Oh wow, it does look like it opens up that way. Probably wet again though. Oh. Let's have a look. Yeah. Straight into water. Ah, such a shame. Still, I'm enjoying seeing what I'm seeing. There's another opening here, but again, that drops straight down to water. Let's have a look up here. So yeah, just to reiterate, this is not really a cave at all. This is a copper mine. Yeah, there's a little bit of blue greeny staining, but not a great deal I can see. And it's open to daylight again up here. Certainly someone's had a fair old go at taking quite a bit of rock out. Lots of amusing little nooks and crannies. Yeah, this is a pretty deep hole. Steep scramble down and what looks like some very green slippery rocks. I'll give that a miss just in case I can't get back up again. I'm willing to bet that connects with that flooded level below. Oh, I think either the killer rabbit got me or I've done myself a little mischief on one of those sharp rocks. Never mind, worse things happen at sea. Well, I really enjoyed that. That was well worth the extra little bit of ride to get to that and find that cave mine site, copper mine of course. So yeah, I hope I've not been too long and Nikki's not got too worried. Right, well, that about rounds off our bike ride. We're not going to go any further, I don't think. It's actually chilling off a little bit. The clouds are gathering, so we're going to head back. It's back the way we come, so I guess we'll see you back at the campsite. Well, back at the campsite now, and that was a 27.6 mile bike ride in total. Used all the power ranges, right from the highest power to the lowest power. as sort of appropriate on the hill. So we're going through the different power settings on both bikes. The Engway P275 ST started on 5 bars of power and down to 4 bars now. And Nicky's little bike started on 5 down to 3. So both bikes coped really well with that ride and still had plenty of range left had we wished to go further. So anyway, we're about to settle in for the evening. It's got a little bit overcast, but it's still quite nice. We've got sausages for dinner. I've got venison sausages and Nicky's got chicken sausages. So we're just going to have a quiet evening. So that's about it from us for this video. And we'll see you again very soon on the next one.